I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media. But what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
Drama is hitting a whole new level in the ongoing triangle between Teyana Taylor, her ex-husband Iman Shumpert, and her rumored new man Pierre. New reports claim that Aaron has officially filed a report after allegedly spotting Iman lurking outside his film set all night. And no, this isn't some dramatic movie plot, it's real life. What could have possibly pushed Iman to go this far? Was it just jealousy or something more unsettling? And now that Aaron has gotten law enforcement involved, people are starting to wonder just how deep this emotional fallout goes. We've got all the explosive details, behind-the-scenes whispers, and theories you need to know about this wild and very public love triangle unraveling in real time. People working behind the scenes on Aaron's latest film say the actor arrived at the studio for a late-night shoot and was immediately told that someone suspicious had been hanging around outside. That someone was reportedly none other than Iman Shumpert. According to multiple crew members, Iman was sitting in a vehicle parked nearby for hours. He occasionally got out to walk around, looking tense and restless. Eventually, Studio A security approached him and asked what he was doing there. The exchange was reportedly calm but awkward. No shouting or physical aggression, but enough to raise some eyebrows. Whatever his intentions were, it became clear this wasn't just a coincidence. Now, why would Iman show up at Aaron's film set at such an odd hour? Well, insiders close to the situation claim that Iman had been hearing things. Word on the street was that Teyana and Aaron's relationship was getting more serious, and that Aaron had been spending more time around Iman's kids. Allegedly, Iman started feeling uneasy, maybe even threatened. Some say he didn't go there looking for a fight, he just wanted answers. He wanted to know what kind of influence Aaron was having on his children. To others, it seemed more like an emotional outburst, masked as a protective dad moment. But either way, he stayed until someone forced him to leave. Aaron's reaction to the whole situation was reportedly anything but calm. Sources close to the actor say he was completely blindsided and deeply uncomfortable. After speaking with his management and the studio's security team, Aaron decided to file a report. Not as a criminal complaint, but as an official statement in case things escalate in the future. He reportedly told friends he felt watched and cornered, even though nothing physical happened. The documentation now serves as a protective measure. It's a move many celebrities are encouraged to make, especially when they feel like their safety or space has been violated. Even subtly, Teyana Taylor, for her part, was absolutely stunned when she found out about the incident. According to people close to her, she immediately confronted Iman and made it clear that his actions were not okay. She told him that waiting outside Aaron's set like that was not only invasive but also disrespectful. Teyana is reportedly exhausted from the ongoing emotional tug-of-war with Iman. She doesn't want her current relationship with Aaron to be constantly overshadowed by her ex's behavior. However, she does understand that Iman may still be having a hard time accepting that she's moved on, and that someone new might be bonding with their children. As soon as the news started making waves online, Iman's representatives swiftly stepped in to take control of the narrative before it spiraled out of hand. They promptly issued a public statement to clarify Iman's intentions, denying any hint of malicious behavior behind his unexpected late-night appearance. According to his team, Iman just happened to be in the area for reasons completely unrelated to the incident, attempting to portray the situation as a mere coincidence. However, this explanation didn't land well with fans or the media. Many people find the timing and location of his appearance too suspicious to ignore. The narrative being pushed by his camp is being met with skepticism, and the questions are only growing louder. Was this truly an isolated incident, or are we witnessing the beginning of something far more complex and emotionally charged? People are beginning to wonder whether Iman is simply acting out of a protective parental instinct, or if his behavior is a sign of emotional unraveling as he watches Teyana move forward with her life and possibly with someone new. The speculation has reached new heights, and what was once seen as a personal matter between two public figures is quickly becoming a topic of widespread public discourse. There is a growing sentiment that this is not just about Iman being a concerned father. It may also reflect deeper emotional struggles that he's grappling with post-separation. Friends and individuals close to Iman have expressed concerns that his actions may be deeply rooted in his protective instincts toward his children. He's reportedly having a hard time coming to terms with the idea of someone else, particularly Aaron, potentially stepping into a fatherly role in his kids' lives. Regardless of whether Aaron actually intends to take on that role, Iman perceives the situation as a threat to his place in his children's world. This emotional discomfort and sense of displacement might be the real driving forces behind his recent behavior. The stakes in this situation have evolved. It's no longer simply a matter of heartbreak or jealousy. It has now morphed into a sensitive family issue. The prospect of ongoing tension could lead to significant consequences, especially if things escalate to the point where custody arrangements are affected. Legal proceedings could become more complicated if personal emotions continue to interfere with rational decision-making. If Iman is unable to manage his reactions, it might work against him in court. His presence at Tayianas' set, whether intentional or not, is already being scrutinized from a legal and parental standpoint. The incident has forced the public and possibly the courts to reconsider how stable and respectful each parent is when it comes to co-parenting dynamics. Social media has exploded with commentary since the news broke. The public response has been immediate and polarizing. Users across platforms have essentially formed two camps. One that sympathizes with Iman and believes he is simply a concerned father trying to protect his children, and another that sees his behavior as controlling, inappropriate, or even borderline threatening. Those who support Iman argue that any parent would be wary about someone new suddenly entering their children's lives, particularly so soon after a split. They believe he has every right to be cautious and to voice concerns about who is spending time with his kids. On the other hand, those who support Aaron argue that showing up unannounced to someone's professional environment crosses a line, no matter the underlying reasons. They see it as invasive and indicative of unresolved personal issues, not paternal concern. The debate has only intensified with comparisons being drawn to other well-known and messy Hollywood breakups. Social media users are bringing up cases where co-parenting turned toxic in the public eye, and some fear that this could very well be heading in the same direction. The risk of the situation turning into a prolonged feud is real, especially if neither side steps in to de-escalate the tension. The more this story plays out in the public sphere, the harder it may become for both parties to navigate their personal lives privately and maturely. The digital age has made it nearly impossible to resolve issues quietly when the public feels entitled to take sides and weigh in with their opinions. Meanwhile, experts in Hollywood security have started commenting on the situation, offering their professional take on how it unfolded. Many have come out in support of Aaron's decision to report the incident. Even though Iman may not have technically broken any laws by appearing at the set, the fact that he showed up uninvited and unannounced at a private workplace has raised legitimate concerns. In the entertainment industry, where sets are often closed for security reasons, such an intrusion is taken seriously. Security protocols are in place to protect actors and crew, and any breach, no matter how small, can trigger investigations or additional safety measures. From this perspective, Aaron's actions were not only justified but necessary to ensure that boundaries are respected going forward. Legal analysts have echoed similar sentiments. They've pointed out that Aaron's decision to document the incident could prove beneficial in the future. If tensions between the parties continue to rise, or if another confrontation occurs, having a formal record of previous behavior can be critical. This kind of documentation could potentially be used to support a restraining order or a petition for increased security around Aaron or the set. While Iman may not see his actions as threatening, others clearly do, and the law tends to err on the side of caution when it comes to personal safety. Aaron's proactive steps suggest that he is taking the situation seriously and is prepared to protect himself from any escalation. Overall, what started as a curious piece of celebrity gossip has transformed into a complex and emotionally loaded scenario. At the heart of it lies a family still adjusting to new dynamics, a father possibly struggling with change, and a new partner navigating the tension of stepping into a sensitive situation. The reactions from fans, professionals, and the media reflect just how invested the public has become in this unfolding drama. What happens next could shape not just the public's perception of each individual involved, but also the future of their relationships with one another, especially when children are involved. Whether this episode marks the peak of the conflict or just the beginning remains to be seen. As for Teyana and Aaron's relationship, the pressure is now heavier than ever. This incident has forced them to think about how they want to move forward. Do they go public and stand their ground, or scale things back to avoid more drama? Insiders say Aaron has been nothing but supportive during this chaos, and Teyana is grateful. But she now finds herself juggling love, motherhood, and media attention all at once. It's a lot to carry, and how she handles it next could define the direction of both her relationship and her co-parenting journey with Iman. A lot of people are beginning to wonder if Iman is really okay. Psychologists on social media are suggesting that his behavior may be signs of emotional distress. While nothing criminal has happened, the emotional intensity is undeniable. If he doesn't get a grip on his feelings soon, he could damage both his reputation and his standing as a co-parent. People close to him are reportedly encouraging him to seek counseling before things go too far. One thing's for sure, if he lets his emotions keep dictating his actions, things could spiral even further out of control. Do you think Iman was completely out of line for showing up like that? Or was he just being a concerned father trying to protect his family? Should Aaron have filed that report, or was it an overreaction to a non-violent situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to like this video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications for more breaking updates in this ever-evolving love triangle. You won't want to miss what happens next.